session, February 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. with lineups starting at 2 p.m. Player locations will be announced February 22nd, so stay tuned on social media. Plus, don't miss the Sea of Red celebration starting February 24th, featuring authentic artifacts and game-worn jerseys with a chance to win prizes including a game day prize pack and Cross Iron Mills gift cards. Visit crossironmills.com.
Another PC Express.
About my new title.
Cupid's little helper in charge of paying the GST expense, Callum?
That's the one.
It'll end Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Callum, think of all the Canadians you're helping by making it more affordable to create their perfect diamond engagement ring.
The champion of tax relief.
Buy your engagement ring at Spence before Valentine's Day and save the 5% GST.
Spence.
Wow! Located across from Chinook Center at the Cloud Trail and Glenmore. Your cell phone is ringing and you don't recognize.
You're welcome in. I had to restart my live.
But you don't have to live like
My app crashed and it wouldn't let me resume.
Allen Marshall and Associates are government-regulated, licensed insolvency trustees who can help provide solutions to your debt problems. Depending on the circumstances, they can relieve up to 25, 50, 75% or more of your debt. Allen Marshall and Associates. Visit wecanhelp.ca to find an office near you.
Getting in on more of the sports action you want.
Boston Pizza and Kinjo are the hot spots.
Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with a chance of winning cash in hand. Sports Select. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
The world is changing, but with every challenge comes a chance to build better, stronger. We're investing in ourselves and prospering from our resources. Our plan is to create jobs, build affordable homes twice as fast, and expand global trade. This is our moment to build a strong economy by Canadians, for Canadians. Learn more at canada.ca/buildstrong. A message from the Government of Canada.
We finally have the whole house to ourselves.
Needs new furniture.
Our last is off to university.
And a winter vacation.
So we're making some changes.
Mortgage broker.
When your kids leave, it's a new chapter for you, too.
A new car.
It's time to do things we haven't done in a long time.
Bed, box spring, and mattress.
I have so many plans.
Shopping weekend.
And when I'm in the car, I get to choose the radio station.
Bliss. Be where anyone who needs you can meet you. Be on the radio. Your customers are already here.
You love live sports, and you're obsessed with binging your new favorite shows. We hear ya. We're going the distance on entertainment. Watch it all with the City TV Plus and Sportsnet Plus bundle. Get the best content from the NHL, NBA, Toronto Blue Jays, City TV, Bravo, HGTV, Food Network, and more.
It does not get any bigger than this.
Bundle City TV Plus and Sportsnet Plus now from only $31.99 a month at sportsnetplus.ca.
This is so good. Welcome to Silver Hill Acura, where luxury meets performance. With ADX, RDX, MDX, and Integra all in stock and ready for delivery. Step into their state-of-the-art service facility with Acura certified technicians and detailed department for all makes and models. Or visit their pre-owned department and get full peace of mind with an Acura certified pre-owned vehicle. Experience the Silver Hill Acura difference. One block north of Chinook on the east side, on social media, and at silverhillacura.com. You're on Sportsnet 960 The Fan.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's John Lund with you on Sports Night. We spend weekends together, you and I. If you are, not that I want you to leave, but if you're like, this is Westwood One Sports, where the hell's the game? Where's Harlan? Where's Kurt Warner? Keep going. You're at Sirius XM 375. Sirius XM app, the Westwood One app, WestwoodOneSports.com. However you're listening.
Activate your subscription now by calling 844-711-8800 or head over.
Morning of that in our country, and it's so far. It depends. You like defensive back?
Hey, what's up?
Scoring? I always thought this. We've had this discussion on the show before. Everybody loves scoring, and I'm not going to say people hate, but I mean, if you said to a sports fan, "Hey, would you like a 9-8 baseball game, or would you like a 1-0 baseball game?" I think a large majority of people would say 9-8. Would you like a high-scoring game? I remember the Nuggets back in the day. They had Dan Issel and Alex English and Doug Moe, and they're running like crazy. And I mean, would you rather have 132, 129, or would you rather have the Spurs and they were winning championships at like 82-76? You want scoring. And so right now it hasn't been a bad Super Bowl thus far. It's just defense, 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 and more defense. Seattle leads 6-0. They scored on their first drive, and they scored on their last drive. They just punted it, by the way, down to the 2-yard line.
So turn Uber Eats back on.
Been able to protect Drake May. They've already got 3 sacks. Does Seattle, 1 on a blitz by Devin Weatherspoon, 2 by defensive linemen. And the record, as Mike told us earlier, Mike's keeping us on the air today and doing a great job. As
anyone's wondering, it's 6-0 Seattle.
And right now they have 3, and there's about 8 minutes left in the second quarter. So keep you up to date.
Send me that order again.
Backed up at their own 2-yard line. Second quarter, 6-0 Seattle, and they have been able to keep Drake May upright. So they're going to try to get themselves some room here, and they do not. Well, they do. Great run by Ramondre Stevenson off the right side, because it looked like he was going to be stopped with nothing. And he ends up getting about 3-4 yards on that. So big run there. And they're showing right now on the screen, Mike Vrabel just went over the offensive line during the last break and is screaming. And it's not too hard to think what he's saying. Guys, we have no, and again, I'll leave the profanity out, freaking chance in this game if you guys don't wake up. I mean, it's just flat out. Seattle has dominated them up front. And now they're backed up against their own goal line, and it's a huge stand because if Seattle can get the ball, they get great field position. And right now,
Isabel, meet Michael.
False start on New England here. So, timeout by New England. But this is a huge part of the game here because if you bet the under, you're feeling pretty good about yourself right now. No special teams fireworks like a lot of people thought would happen in this game. One of the things that people talked about all week long was, could the New England offensive line hold up against the Seattle defense? And so far, the answer resoundingly has been no. New England just can't. They've had a couple of plays, but they can't string together anything because they can't consistently keep Drake May upright. So right now, that's been the biggest story of the game. And then the biggest story on the other side of things defensively for New England has been the way that they're playing so aggressively against the passing game of Seattle, and Sam Darnold can't do anything. They are challenging everything. They're up in their face. They're playing tight man-to-man.
Let's go for a drive.
At some point, I got to believe that Seattle's going to turn around and say, okay, if you're not going to give us that,
Welcome in, guys. Don't forget to double tap the screen.
Get a little bit more aggressive down the field and try to get away from some of that tight coverage. And essentially what they're saying to Seattle is, we don't believe that your guys can get open outside of JSN who they're doubling. So they're saying
to deliver food to people who are watching the Super Bowl. I think a lot of restaurants shut off their delivery tablets.
That's a quarterback rating of 47.9.
So they're getting too far behind.
And again, we're talking about now under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Drake May's 5 of 8 for 39 yards. Hell, he's almost been sacked as many completions as he has. He's 5 of 8 with 3 sacks. And they haven't been able to run the ball very much either. They're 9 for 31, 3.4 yards a tote. Ken Walker, if we had to give out an MVP, as they just got out from under their own end. Big play to Douglas out to about the Seattle 15-yard line, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but they were backed up at their own 2-yard line to start this drive. But right now, Ken Walker has been the offensive star. 12 carries, 86 yards. He's got runs of 30 and 29. If you're thinking record, which I'm not yet at this point, but if you're thinking record at any point in this whole thing, 204, right? Timmy Smith, 204. So that's where we are as far as the Super Bowl. We'll continue to keep you up to date on the Super Bowl and what's going on right there. And again, New England at least getting out of their own end. They're inside their own 20-yard line, but at least they're not going to have to punt it from their own end zone, which would have gave Seattle great field position to end the first half. And by the way, New England won the toss, so they'll get the ball to start the second half. So as much as Seattle has dominated, you look up as a Patriots fan and think, okay, we've done nothing offensively, but we're only down 6-0, and we get the ball to start the second half. So we'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on. A couple of things around the NFL that I want to get you caught up on. Again, the theme of today's show, we'll keep you up to date on the Super Bowl, but the other part of the theme of today's show we'll talk about the history of the Super Bowl and those kind of things. A couple of things, though, before the game, because clearly after tonight's game, don't know if you know this, after the Super Bowl, the season's over. So they're right away, after they say, this is what's so funny. We as a fan base, just think about your team, right? And hopefully your team at some point has won a championship. And then what they do on all the, websites and all anybody can ever talk about is, can they do it again? Who's going to do it next? Can they win it next year? Here's who could win next year. All the NFC is going to be stacked, and this, that, and the other. And then literally the next day, that's what they do. They just start talking about whether the team can do it again next year. And so next year's going to be upon us literally tomorrow because no one will give anybody that kind of thing. It's like, okay, whichever one of these teams wins, great, they get their parade, and then that's really what they're going to do next year. So this morning, a couple of the insiders were saying a few things. First and foremost, that probably pops to the top of this, Tom Pelissero. I think this is great. And this is a poorly kept secret because the minute I thought that Mike McCarthy was named the head coach of the Steelers, I thought that opened the door for
How busy this Kindle is going to be.
But it seems to be that they kind of ended it at the end, and come out with very nice things about him. And so it looks to me like, as Drake May goes deep incomplete to Matt Collins, and again, the Patriots are going to have to punt to Seattle with about 3 minutes left in the first half. Again, 6-0 Seattle to lead New England, and New England has just done nothing. They just had a false start before that long pass. So again, nothing offensively for New England, and Seattle leads 6-0. They'll get the ball with 3 minutes left. I think a pretty decent field position, and New England will get the ball to start the second half. Rodgers, and it looks like he's going to be back with the Steelers, at least according to Tom Pelissero, that there is mutual interest there. And we said this at the end of the season. Look, it's not like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, sure, super sore again.
I think Aaron Rodgers is thinking to himself, okay, whatever my post-career is going to be, potentially, all right, maybe that's, maybe it's TV, maybe it's just, hanging as a Cardinal. I don't remember those guys. I get it. They're trying to hang on. Who wouldn't? So I understand that side of it. It's just Aaron Rodgers is certainly, I think, I don't know how he manages his money. I'm not Aaron Rodgers' financial advisor, but so maybe he does need to continue to play. There's certain guys who have blown a lot of money. I have no idea what Aaron Rodgers' financial situation is, but I gotta believe that he's got a few bucks in his pocket. He doesn't have to play. And one of the hardest things to do is compete against your former self. And I think Aaron Rodgers, at one point obviously in his career, was one of the best quarterbacks to do it. He's clearly, I was going to say he's clearly a first ballot Hall of Famer, but with the Belichick thing, who knows? But he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's nothing for him left to prove. He's won a Super Bowl, but he's probably thinking to himself, hey, if there's a free $35 million on the table, why not? And my why not would be like, yeah, but the way you're stumbling around, that was ugly. Like that last game against the Ravens, that was bad. So I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to see that, but that's the kind of thing he's going to do. So we'll go a little bit later. There's some Max Crosby talk. There's a number of other quarterback discussions to have as well, but Aaron Rodgers was the first one that was talked about today. Tom Pelissero was the one that was talking about Rodgers, and it looks like he and Mike McCarthy.
Nope, it's still crazy up here. 2 people came in that just to order wings, and they had to cancel their orders because they were an hour behind.
Seattle's got the ball, a dangerous pass by Sam Darnold, but they're near midfield with about 2.5 minutes left in the half in that one. So we'll get you caught up on everything. So let's do that into the 8 o'clock hour, keep you up to date. And we actually have a halftime show as well. We'll get into all those things next. It's Sports Night. Make sure you download that Westwood One Sports app. We'll get the post-game show right after the game.
Oh, people love the Super Bowl up here too.
Trust me. And of course, the downloadable, and you should do it now, Westwood One Sports app.
This is Westwood One Sports.
Well.
We are your home of the Flames. Sportsnet 960, The Fan. Every game, all season. The Flames play here. On air and online, this is your home of Calgary Flames hockey. Brought to you by Canyon Plumbing and Heating and South Point Toyota. Sportsnet 960, The Fan.
Mira, Valentine's Day is the biggest event.
Lately, I've been obsessed with barn owls.
That's new.
Barn owls choose one partner, build one nest, and come back to it every single year. One and only.
Oh, well, that's kind of beautiful.
Right? Love is... People should be more like barn owls.
The one and only pendant for your one and only, starting at $199. Spence.
Wow! Located across from Chinook Center at the Cloud Trail and Glenmore.
Gold medalist, world champ, and now the radio color analyst for your Calgary Flames. Megan Mickelson joins Flames Talk with Pat Steinberg every Monday, sharing her passion, insight, and love for the game. She's all in every single time. Megan Mickelson is brought to you by Hearth & Home Fire choose Motorworks, you know you're getting the best service for your BMW. But did you know they also work on Minis in their state-of-the-art facility? Always meeting or beating competitors' quotes. Motorworks, exceeding all expectations on 51st Ave and 3rd Street Southeast.
It's more than a jersey. The Sea of Red is 20,000 stories woven together. Families, friends, generations united. Every goal carries our voice. Every hit carries our pride. This isn't just hockey. It's Calgary's heartbeat. This is Flames hockey. This is home. This is the Sea of Red.
Start the new year off right. Your friends at Wolf Chevrolet GMC Buick are thrilled to bring you incredible New Year deals, like no payments for 90 days, along with up to $15,000 in savings, and rates as low as 0%. New year, new vehicle, right deals. Hurry, these offers won't last long. Visit Wolf Chevrolet GMC Buick in their new location at 768 101st Street Southwest or wolfcalgary.com.
It's garbage day. You're out enjoying your daily walk when you come upon two children rummaging through a recycling bin. One of them catches your eye. You look away. Are you empathetic or apathetic? Don't let homelessness assumptions get in the way of homelessness solutions. Go to CanadaCanDoIt.ca. Help the Canadian Alliance to End Homelessness.
Cumming & Gillespie LLP are the personal injury lawyers you turn to when you've suffered a serious personal injury or have been a victim of medical malpractice. With over 50 years of combined knowledge and legal experience, you can rely on Cumming & Gillespie LLP injury lawyers to get you the best possible compensation for your claim. They also have over 20 years of experience dedicated to representing families affected by cerebral palsy. Get the legal support you need in the time you need it most with Cumming & Gillespie LLP injury lawyers. Learn more at CummingGillespie.com.
He's the TV voice of your Calgary Flames. John Abbott brings the heat on Sportsnet West, calling all the exciting action on your Calgary Flames. Then, every Tuesday morning, he breaks it all down on The Big Show with Russick and Rose. It's John Abbott on The Big Show. New floors and interiors. More than just floors. With a wide selection of blinds, wallpaper, furniture, and more, New Way can help reshape your space. Visit newwayfloors.com.
Whoa, I gotta put some money on the game tonight. We hit our monthly budget. Whoa, how did you get in here? I'm you, the responsible you. We're right. Play another time. Sounds more like us.
If you gamble, use your game sense. Visit GameSenseAD.ca.
This is CFAC, Sportsnet 960 The Fan, a Rogers Sports and Media radio station.
Number 2, remember, about the 4th hour of the show. Listen, Super Bowl's going fast, but halftime show will slow that thing down. I got halftime stories for you. I've covered a number of Super Bowls, and I've had to do halftime shows on the radio network while the halftime show's going on, so I got some good stories for you in just a second. But a couple of things, if you joined us and you were watching the Super Bowl, maybe you're making, I don't know, some sort of a run at half, could be a beer run, could be, whatever the case may be, you could be making that run right now, so you're like, okay, what's going on here? Seattle on their first possession gets a field goal, goes up 3-0, and then back and forth. Seattle gets a second field goal, they're up 6-0. The issue, as far as New England's offense is concerned,
one person watching, one like. Thank you for that.
Well, he hasn't been very good. We're near the half. 6 of 11, 52 yards, a 60 quarterback rating, and he's been sacked 3 times, so almost as many completions as sacks. But the problem is they just can't keep him upright. Seattle has brought a few blitzes, which is normally Seattle's MO, but they just haven't got off the ground at all. Only 34 yards rushing, 18 yards passing for Drake May right now. Total 18 yards passing for Drake May.
Hey Teresa, how are you?
Minus 52 yards because of the sack.
I've done one wings up, which took about 15 minutes to pick up.
So 18
they're way behind. And then I did one Papa John's order, so and I worked 10 hours before that.
Seattle right now, and I would disagree with
and I'm getting an order right now.
They're running the ball up the middle. Ken Walker has 94 yards on 14 carries in the first half. So if you took the prop bet
It's a
over,
double though, and I don't want to.
Half carries for Ken Walker, you're probably looking very good. If you took any other offensive prop bet,
The orders aren't there tonight. It's not.
With another field goal here, but my thought would be if I'm Seattle right here, and New England gets the ball to start the second half, I got to try to be aggressive here. Seattle scores a touchdown right here in the defensive battle that we've got in our hands here. I mean, a 13-0 lead is like a 30-0 lead right now in this game. So we'll see how aggressive Seattle gets right before the half, and then I'll tell you I got some great halftime stories. So a short pass to Cup. Seattle has one timeout.
I guess you can't see it on your side.
I would, on that last play, and maybe Darnold did try that, and probably be saying to him, hey,
Must be an iPhone thing.
That's really, at least as far as the first half is concerned.
Automatic there's an automatic chat translation. Whatever that is.
A special teams touchdown, a stupid play by Seattle in general.
Do you deliver to Ontario?
Somebody losing their cool on Seattle's sideline because right now they just can't protect Greg May, and what that means is
Risa might be able to deliver your order.
A 10 or 12 play drive is going to be really difficult because New England isn't able to run the football.
I'm in Alberta, so I'll probably just deliver it to where, the area I'm in right now.
3rd and 9s, 3rd and 12 kind of situations, and Seattle knows they got to throw the football. And even though Seattle's brought a couple of blitzes, they generally don't have to against New England, and that's a major problem here. So again, Seattle inside the 20-yard line. Clock ticking down, and they're going to try to spike it right here and get a field goal right before the half. And again, they might have one shot at the end zone, which is what I would think Seattle would want to do, is get one shot to the end zone.
It's 6:04 right now, so.
Yeah, probably not good. Defensive props is the way to go, and I told you this a little bit earlier on in the show. I did a one shot.
Head back up towards home.
Drop that foot. Yeah, that hit the ground. The balls were stuck. The clock didn't stop anyway. They didn't need that catch anyway. Looks like they'll probably stop that one. And Seattle would have one shot to throw the end zone, and then keep the field goal. Jason Myers go up 9-0 to half again when they have the ball to start the second half. So I'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on in the Super Bowl. If you're just joining us here on West Woodland Sports, it is Sports Night with your old friend John Lund. So we'll keep you up to date on the Super Bowl. We're not going to ignore the Super Bowl. That would be crazy. So, and then what we'll do here is, let's see, long halftime, probably an hour and a half after that. So we're probably looking at about 2 hours.
I'm on my way now. Alright, I'm going to end the live. Thanks for everyone who dropped in and double tapped the screen. Hope you all have a great night. And I'll see you again next time. Take care.